Diary Tracks, where I'm going to share my travels and adventures with you, no matter how big or small, and hopefully you will find some value in them. Excitement to do it on your own, some tips to go out and plan your next adventure, pretty things to look at, new ideas, different ways to pack, whatever it may be. Welcome. I'm happy to have you. Today I'm going to talk about packing for my 3-week Amtrak train trip. So I traveled on Amtrak on their Rail Pass, and I was gone for about 3 weeks, and this is everything that I took with me. Some things I will not take again, and I'll let you know what those are. And I did find that there's nothing that I wish that I had, so that's good, because that means next time I do the trip, my bags will be lighter, because I'm taking things out and not really adding anything. Okay, I'm going to start small and then go to big. I had these 3 bags with me the whole time. This bag was my food bag. Because I was traveling in coach, they don't feed you. Their Amtrak doesn't feed you when you're traveling by coach. If you have a roomette, then they feed you whatever meals coincide with the time that you're on the train. So, since I wasn't getting any meals included in my ticket price, I wanted to bring food with me so that I could save some money. So I brought sandwiches or hummus and carrots, or cheese and crackers, apples. Just wanted to have things with me so I could have healthy food while I was on the train for long periods of time, and not have to spend a lot of money in the cafe car that they have on the train, which is mostly just gas station type food or convenience store type food, and more money than I wanted to spend when I could just carry it with me. And it's one of those handy little bags that stuffs into a smaller bag. I didn't ever have it stuffed in this. I would either carry it on its own, or I would tie it to the top of this bag and have it on my back. Or sometimes when I didn't have a lot of food in it, I would actually just stick it in this bag. So then I only had the 2 bags. Inside of my snack bag, I had a little insulated cooler bag that just zips open and closed. Not very big, not very fancy. Has a little bit of insulation, not much, but enough to stay cool after I froze the ice packs when I was near a freezer. So that would have any items in there that needed to stay cool. I brought a ton of chocolate with me because, I need chocolate. I like chocolate. But that is one thing that I realize is a little bit of an overkill. I didn't need to bring this much chocolate. So next time I won't bring as much, if any, chocolate, because chocolate, that's something that's fun to buy along the way. Buy a candy bar along the way. Not that expensive, not gonna break the bank. I can find it anywhere. I don't really need to travel with my own chocolate stash. Other items in here, I brought my own tea because I like to have hot tea every morning. So I brought my own tea bags, and then when I was on the train, I would go down to the cafe car when they opened, and I would ask them for hot water, and they were very nice. They put hot water, they would fill it in my cup and not charge me, so I would just tip them $1 or 2 because that was very nice of them to give me hot water for my tea. I also have a straw, just in case. You never know when you might need an extra straw. Some napkins, Can never have too many napkins. Some honey, because sometimes you want honey in your tea. I also brought with me these energy drink packets. They have caffeine in them, but they also are good for your immune system. They have antioxidants, vitamins, minerals. That was what was in my food bag. Now I will go over what is in my important bag, non-clothing bag, the bag that I have with me at all times because it has all of my important stuff in it. So this backpack I love. Might be able to tell it's a little bit heavy. That's okay. It's a good workout for me. Some things that are in here I won't be taking next time, but I'll show you everything that's in here for now. On top, a hair clip. So I always have that with me, and when I clip it on up here, it keeps it from getting broken. The cup I already showed you. This fabulous insulated cup my friend Arleah bought for me last year for my birthday, and I absolutely love it. It's great to travel with. It has a straw. You can take the straw out of it and then close up the hole in the top, and then it's a perfect insulated cup for. I also have a straw cleaner that I just kept in here when I wasn't using it. That fit handily on one side, and then on the other side of the backpack I had my insulated water bottle, so I could fill it up with water and always have water with me. Okay, so now we'll get into the inside of the backpack. So this pocket here, I kept one of these muffs, or buffs, maybe they're called, that you put over your head and then it's around your neck. I would use it when I was sleeping or walking through the train in sections that there were a lot of people, just to cut down on the amount of germs that I was sharing with other people, because I was out for 3 weeks and I didn't want to get sick. More on that later, but it was really nice and kind of comforting to sleep with it. So I would fold it down so it was 2 layers, and then when I slept, I just had it up over my nose and my mouth, and I was breathing through that so that I wasn't sucking in all of those germs while I was sleeping. And also it worked really well for catching the drool, so people wouldn't see me drooling because the nice little muff caught it all. So that was really handy to have. In this pocket I also have baby wipes. Very key for when you're not showering for days. Clean up messes, wipe down the trays on the train. So many uses for baby wipes, so I always travel with baby wipes. Super handy. Those were in that pocket. And then this was the key to my sleep, and I say was because RIP my favorite travel sleep pillow. This is the Eagle Creek pillow. I've probably had it since 2007, and I love this one. It's got the soft fleece outer cover. It had the big valve so you could blow it up really easily. It took like 3 or 4 puffs and you had a full neck pillow. It was great, but unfortunately it popped on this trip, so it died. I think what happened is I had a necklace on that had a larger clasp, and I think it stabbed it right here on that inner seam, and it's just enough to kill it. So I need to get another one. I will be getting another one, the Eagle Creek. I love that valve and the blow-up feature. I did end up getting a replacement. I was kind of desperate, so I ended up finding this Samsonite one at Ross, which is nice. It's got the nice black, soft, velvety velour cover to it. Same little pocket. But this one, I'm not as big of a fan because it has the little pool toy blow-up valve that we're all so familiar with, and it's awkward. It takes longer to blow it up and deflate it. So it worked. It did do in a pinch, but I want to go back to the Eagle Creek with the amazing big valve. I will be replacing this. I love it. I miss it. But I had my neck pillow and then also the eye pillow so that I could make it dark for sleeping, and it was great. It was wonderful. I slept fabulous with my neck pillow when it was working, the eye pillows, and the buff over my nose and mouth to catch my drool. Okay, so that was what is in this outer pocket. Next pocket is this little pocket here. I have my identification card on it so that if my bag and I were ever to get separated, I'm really glad that didn't happen. It would be a complete nightmare. I'd have a heart attack. But if I did, this would be hanging on it. The strap actually broke when I was traveling, so I do need to fashion a new strap for it. But it's always good to have your baggage tagged, so if you ever get separated, you have a chance of being reunited with your lovely luggage. Also in this pocket, I have a headlamp so that my cell phone was dead, if I get stranded, if something happens, whatever. It's just nice to have light that you don't have to rely on your phone, battery, whatever. I always have my headlamp with me whenever I travel. That lives in that little pocket, and then my phone charger. So this is my fast and fancy phone charger. Lives in this pocket. It's very nice on Amtrak trains. They have 2 outlets, so you can always keep your stuff charged. Now in this pocket, this is a stuffed pocket. So in this one, I've got some plastic utensils, spoons, knife, fork. I keep them in here so that they have a better chance of not breaking. Here, a pen so I could write. I brought eyeliner, but I never used it. I hardly ever wear makeup, so I don't know why I took the eyeliner thinking that I would use it on this trip. But you know, I had it just in case. Don't think I'll take it next time. In this pocket, I also have superlysine and oregano in liquid forms. Oregano is a potent, super antibacterial, microbial herb that I use, and I love it when I start to get like a tickle in my throat or really dry throat or bad breath. I put a couple drops of the oregano under my tongue and it all goes away, and it just helps to bolster your immune system, clean out any bacterial funk you got going on in your mouth really quickly. The superlysine is good for your immune system, so I would put some of that in water just to boost my immune system while I'm out traveling, being exposed to new stuff in the air that my body's not used to. Then there are ginger chews, great for an upset stomach, digestive if you ate too much, not feeling good, motion sickness, palate cleanser, any of that, ginger chews. So I have those with me. Have some rose water spray in case get somewhere where the air is a little bit funky and you need to freshen it up, I used the rose spray, and I did use it a couple times, so I will be taking that with me again. Nice and comforting to me. More napkins. Can never have too many napkins. Kleenex, tissue. I blow my nose like a mad woman, so I always have lots of things to blow my nose in. Then here I've got just a little quick grab bag with some salves in it for dry skin. This salve has sunscreen in it, easy and quick to apply. Some toothpick, gum picks, lotion. Always have lotion in here. Easy to grab this bag, put lotion on. Hands got really dry on the train. Nice to have that. And then a lens wipe for my sunglasses or camera or phone, whatever. All of that was in this little bag. And then here I have a poncho, which I did not use on my trip. The first trip I did use it at Disneyland, but not on this trip. Handy to have. And then the big toiletry bag. So this has a little bit of everything. It's got my deodorant, it's got floss, it's got allergy pills, which I take daily because I tend to be allergic to a lot of things. I've got some insect bite relief. I've got a brush and a mirror. I've got some soap. I took mascara. I did wear mascara. Tweezers, face wipes, shower cap, eye drops, some more tiny little hair clips, witch hazel, and some cotton pads for witch hazel for quick face cleaning. Witch hazel is also really good for irritated skin, dry skin, cleaning, antiseptic type things. Witch hazel works for that. So, and a toothbrush. That's basically everything that is in toothpaste in my toiletry bag. So this is the toiletry bag that I always use and travel with. That lived in that pocket a little bit deeper. This was the one that I would grab if I just needed something really quick. The other toiletry bag is a little bit more in depth if I were going to the bathroom to shower in the sink. Say. And one more pocket in this pocket. I told you it had a lot of stuff in it. My travel Yahtzee game, so that I can play Yahtzee against myself. I actually wore one of these out on a trip to Europe that I took years ago, so I like having this with me. A longer phone charger cord. In case I was sitting in the aisle seat instead of the window seat, I could plug this in and reach across, hang it up on the back of the seats so it wasn't bothering the person next to me, but I could still charge my phone in the outlet. Spare batteries for my headlamp. A Bluetooth headset so that I could listen to music or audiobooks on the train, and a charger for the headset. Okay, so that was that pocket. Lots and lots of goodies. Now in this pocket, I have my purse. So this is all the important stuff. If I money, ID, itinerary, passwords, anything that I need to know is actually in here. So I would always have this with me when I would get up to walk around. If I left this bag was even more important and stayed with me at all times. So my purse, day-to-day purse, but in here have nail clippers, chapstick, lavender oil, more smell good, wallet with ID, 2 forms of ID, my credit cards, some cash money. I always have coins with me, and I always make sure I have a lot of pennies with me because I like making pressed pennies whenever I find a pressed penny machine, so I always tend to have a lot of change with me. And then also a checkbook, just in case I need to write a check for something. My vaccine card, and that is my wallet. Aspirin, ibuprofen, always have that with me in my purse. Gum, another mask with the neck strap so that I can have it around my neck, put it on and off really easily if I feel like it. More pens, some business cards, just in case, you never know. What else we got going on in here? Instant hand sanitizer wipes. This was my travel brain for this trip, so this has all of my itinerary in there, a printed map of Amtrak routes. It's also where I journaled, had all of my contact information, anything that I needed just in case my phone died. I always like to have a written backup, so that's what this is, my brain for the trip. Sunglass, phone, more lotion, can't have too much lotion. My hands did get a lot. My hands did get very dry, so I used a lot of lotion on this trip. And then, surprise, surprise, more tissues, because like I said, I blow my nose all the time, so backup tissues. So that was my purse that I would grab and take with me if I was up and walking around and didn't have my backpack with me. I always had this with me. Most of the time I had my backpack with me too, this one. Alright, let's see what else is in here. Also in this pocket, I had this wonderful, amazing scarf, wrap, sarong, blanket, whatever you want to call it, amazing. It is a blend of some sort, so it's got a heavier, warmer fabric in it, fiber in it than just cotton, but this was warm. It worked like a blanket for me. I could wear it as a scarf. I could cover my head, keep my ears warm, wear it around me like a dress if I needed to, use it as a pillow. This had so many uses. I will probably never travel without this. It was so handy, doesn't take up a lot of room, but has so many uses. This was another superstar when it came to warmth for weight. This is a spandex cotton something blend, but warmer than cotton, so kept me warm. Black, long sleeve, goes with everything, simple, easy style, doesn't take up a lot of room. Superstar. Taking it with that. Taking this with me for whenever I travel, planes, trains, anything. This is a great piece to have. Then I had the book. I love traveling with Lonely Planet or other guidebooks. I know you can find all of that stuff on your phone, on the internet, but I just love having the print in front of me to look up, write, do whatever I want. So I always have a book with me, a travel book, a travel guide for places that I'm going. Then a puzzle book with just different crosswords, Sudoku, coloring, you name it. I had a bunch of word puzzles, whatever, in here to keep my mind occupied. Could do this while I was listening to an audiobook on those long train rides. I took a deck of cards. I didn't use the deck of cards. I probably won't take the deck of cards with me again next time. Don't know. I love playing games, but since I didn't use those, they might be out for the next trip. This game, however, is not out. This game is always with me. I have passed it around, played it with all of my friends and family, and anyone that I can get to sit down and play this with me. Pretty much everyone loves it and has gone out and bought their own copy, or I've gifted them a copy because it is so much fun to play. So Monopoly Deal, I highly recommend it. I travel with it, and I will keep traveling with it. This is a game that I brought because I thought that I could do it on my play by myself, kind of like crossword, bananagrams. I didn't play with it by myself. I did play it once with Corey when he joined me on the trip, which was fun, but I don't know if I'll take it next time. That's it for that pocket. And last but not least, jewelry. So this is my jewelry case. I don't have any fancy jewelry. I don't own fancy jewelry, but I like to wear earrings. If you like these earrings, my friend Shauna from Massey and JJ made these, so I'll include a link in the description in case you want to go check out their Instagram. I think that they're on, maybe Facebook, but yeah, Massey and JJ earrings. Anyways, I like to have costume jewelry, so this is my jewelry case. I just had a couple pairs of earrings in here so I could switch up my look easily, simple. A couple hair ties, some bobby pins, more backup hair stuff, but yeah, my jewelry that is in that back pocket. So that is this backpack. Now let's come over here and dive into the big old backpack. I know I lost light, it got dark outside, it's a little bit darker in here now. Hopefully you can still see everything okay, and I can salvage some of this footage. Oh, one other thing I did forget to mention, I always have, whenever you travel, I think that it's a good idea to spread your reserve cash in different spots in your luggage, so that if you lose one, you don't lose all your money. My purse gets stolen, I still have some in my clothes bag. If my clothes bag gets stolen, I still have some in that backpack. If that backpack gets stolen, I still have some on my person. I just like to spread my cash around different areas so that I always have a little bit just in case something happens. Okay, enough about that. Over to this big backpack. This big backpack, I have a love-hate relationship with this backpack. I love it. It's got a lot of pockets, it's easy to use, it's a good size, it fits in overhead, it fits under seats, you just have to pack it right, so you can stuff it in there. It converts from a backpack into a carrying suitcase. It's got the handle on the top. It's pretty durable. All in all, I'd say that this is a good bag. I would like a different backpack, but I haven't found it yet. So for now, this is my go-to travel luggage bag. Let's get into it. This side zipper pocket here, I keep my dirty clothes bags in here. I always have a couple of dirty clothes plastic bags that I can stick my dirty clothes in so they can stink up the plastic bags instead of the rest of my backpack. That's basically what I use this pocket for. This front pocket down here had a sewing kit. I did make some sewing repairs on some things that I took with me, so I feel like I can check that off the list, and it did come in handy. I did bring some markers, and I colored with them. Sometimes the inspiration strikes to be artsy, and it's nice to have something to do that with. So I'll probably take those or colored pencils something like that on my trips. Comb, wide tooth comb for my hair, another hair tie. Leave-in conditioner because my hair is half straight, half lazy. Sometimes it doesn't get along with itself, so the conditioner helps to kind of calm it down and make it easier for me to deal with. That I like to travel with. There's not much in here, it's not that heavy, but I would like to have a smaller container. I just didn't feel the need to go out and buy a smaller container when this works perfectly well. My little travel sponge and some soap that I've used, I take the packaging and I reuse it because I'm thrifty. I don't have a lot of money, but I like to travel, and doing little things like this is a way that I can make my money go further. So that is that. So that's the outer pocket. Now, up here, this is all my warm clothes. So this is a headband ear warmer. Love it. Keeps my ears warm. I like the sparkle on it. It's come in very handy over the years. This is actually a Christmas present and I love it. I still use it. So if you're watching my videos, thank you. Okay, then in this pocket I've got gloves. They're warm, they work well, they have the grip on them so you can still use the touch screen. The only problem is that my hands are too small for them, so they don't work that great, but they're warm enough and they do work. This again was a Christmas present, so same person, thank you, I do use them. Warm hat, a necessity for traveling anytime, but especially during the winter, which is when I was traveling. So this is a child's beanie that I found in Alaska, but works really well on this trip. Then I have another scarf. This one's just a small, kind of traditional fleece scarf. Came in very handy for that cold weather in Chicago. I'm talking to you. Okay, so that's all of the front pockets. Now let's get into the big main pocket, shall we? You can see this hanging off here. This is another identification tag for this bag so that if I ever got separated from this bag, it has a chance of showing up back with me at some point. I did start traveling right before Thanksgiving and I got home right before Christmas. So I was in the winter traveling on a train, knew I needed to dress warm and have layers. I've already alluded to a couple of those pieces that I've brought that were wonderful. I would take them again in cold weather, some of them even not in cold weather, just to have for those just in case circumstances. This was another lifesaver. This is my down Kelty vest, which is like wearing a sleeping bag. It's so warm and cozy. I was in very cold weather and my core was always warm thanks to this Kelty vest. It's got big pockets so I can put lots of things in the pocket for easy access. I can also stuff the entire vest into this pocket that has feathers all over it, and it could double as a pillow. But it didn't really do that. I could if I needed to or wanted to, but really just the warmth, cozy factor of this vest was unbeatable on this trip. So my Kelty vest is a win for any cold climate. Okay, shoes. So I knew that I wasn't going to be doing a lot of hiking or walking around or fancy dinners or anything like that, so I didn't really need a wide shoe base. I was just gonna be doing some city walking and then train travel. Nothing major. So I packed slippers for on the train. My UGG slippers, warm and cozy, durable, can pass as shoes with the hard soles. Great for wearing on the train to just get up, go to the bathroom, slip your feet into these, walk around on the train. Easy, warm. You're supposed to have shoes on at all times in the train. So when I was up, these worked perfectly for that, the UGG slippers. And then I had these black boots, which were universal, went with everything that I took. Easy to slip on and off, they zip up the side, versatile, comfortable. This was the other pair of shoes. So I'd wear these walking around, and then I'd get on the train and I'd pack these in my bag and pull out my slippers and wear the slippers for the whole train ride. Worked great. This I would not take again. So this is a microfiber towel, small, only use really is as a towel. I didn't even use it. I would rather take a sarong as a towel. Packs up better, absorbent, but you can use it for so many different things than just a towel. Took that, won't take the microfiber towel again. And this is one of the micro fleece hair turbans for drying your hair. Instead of having the weight of a heavy towel, you just put this on, dry your hair. I took this, I used it a couple times, but I don't think that I'll travel with it again. I will just leave it at home and use it at home because I didn't use it enough to justify having it while traveling. I didn't feel like I really needed it, so that will stay behind next time. Clothes. This is my underwear bag, I guess you can say. I do have another hat in here. It's a combination of a baseball hat, but it's warm. It's made out of wool. Super cute. It's a Stormy Chromer. Highly recommend these hats. This is made in the US. Then I've got socks. I wore all warm blend socks. So I had 5 pairs of socks, 5 pairs of underwear, a bathing suit because you just never know when you're going to need to get in the water. So bathing suit is key for me. Bra, and that's everything that's in this bag. Clothes. All of this is my tops. So took this top. I tried to not bring a lot of cotton because the old hiker adage, cotton kills. It is not warm, it absorbs moisture, it doesn't dry quickly, so I tried to stay away from cotton. This is not cotton, it's a blend, and the hood was really nice, so warm, light, cute. A couple of under tank tops that I could pair with different things. Again, cotton blends, not 100% cotton, for a warmer under layer. So the brown and the black. This was cotton. This is a New Mexico shirt that my mom gave the teenagers that I live with, but they didn't like it. So new shirt for me. Thanks, Mom. So I wore that, New Mexico, and it has a hood, so it came in handy. And I think, oh, it's a cotton blend too, so a little bit warmer. Took this button-down shirt, again, easy to layer. This shirt I took, but I didn't ever wear it. So that was a little overkill. It was short sleeve. It just wasn't ever really warm enough to wear it. In Louisiana, New Orleans, it was warm, but I still didn't wear that shirt down there. Another long sleeve cotton blend shirt, and then this one, Halloween. I love Halloween all year round. So that was my shirts in that little cube. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shirts, 2 undershirts, but one of them I didn't wear. So 5 shirts, 2 undershirts was what I took on my 3-week trip on Amtrak. This cube is a mix. This was the sleepwear that I took. So cute tie-dye pajama set that Corey's mom gave me for Christmas last year, or I guess the year before last, because we're in 2023, so 2021. Thank you, I loved it. Came in very handy, comfortable, warm. Warm fleece leggings that I could wear under things. These came in very handy, very warm. A little skirt to wear over the leggings. I think I wore it once, so I probably would find a different look than taking this skirt with those leggings. I just didn't wear it enough to make it worthwhile. A polyester dress, again for warmth. Put the leggings underneath it, put the tank top underneath it, can put the little black shirt cover up over it, scarf, easy to layer, looks cute just in case I was going out to like a fancier dinner, which I didn't, but still nice to have something a little bit nicer just in case, you never know. And then my most favorite comfy pants are these, and they are warm. Again, they're not cotton, they're a blend, so they're warm, comfortable. These were actually my mom's. She got them in Mexico when she was probably younger than me, in the 80s, and I inherited them and I love them. I wear them all the time, and they came in very handy on this trip. So that was all the clothes that I took. I feel like I did really good. I wore almost everything that I took. I didn't take that much with me, but it was all used except for that one green shirt. So I consider that a win in my packing. The last thing in the bag is my female stuff. Need that every month. That's what this is. Alright, well that is everything that I packed on my 3-week Amtrak trip. And I thank all of you for watching this video. If you have any tips or comments or questions, please leave them in the comments. I would love to hear from you. I look forward to growing my channel and sharing all of my adventures with you. Keep adventuring. Amazing treasures await.